Hey everybody, it's comedian Brad Williams, and you're listening to Fast Break with Byron Scott, the podcast where a dwarf and a 6'4" black man could come together. We all have a chance, America.
Welcome back to the Byron Scott's Fast Break podcast, where we dive deep into celebrities.
We dive deep?
Yeah, we dive deep.
Okay, Jay.
Into people's lives, journeys. We got fascinating guests on our show.
Yeah, we do.
Entertainers, athletes,
we
comedians,
do. Yep.
just to say what we got here at the podcast. Today, got to go to the clipboard. We got an incredible guest, comedian, actor, storyteller, known for his sharp wit, fearless humor, and one-of-a-kind perspectives. He has carved out a unique space in the world of stand-up comedy and entertainment. We're excited to talk about his journey and challenges.
You say my name? Do I say my name? How does that work?
I'm gonna say your name.
No, he gonna say your name.
You
B.
paused, you looked at me like this is where you do the line. Okay.
He has faced in his life, and laughter he continues to bring to audiences everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Williams.
Hey.
Comedian, is in the building.
Happy to
Welcome
be
to
here.
the show, Brad. Appreciate you being here, brother.
Thank you. Happy to be here. Happy to be. This is probably the biggest height discrepancy you've had on the show. So I don't know how much shared experiences we've had. Me as a white dwarf from Orange County, you as a professional black basketball player from
the inner city.
Yeah, from the inner city.
Yeah, I hear you.
With probably
spectrums.
not different spectrums, two Americas.
Brad, I've always wanted to know this, and I've never really asked, but
Okay.
you're a comedian, so I can kind of ask you.
You can
Like,
ask
what
me.
is the correct term?
Yes, the
'cause
terminology.
You just said
You just
dwarf,
said, you hit
dwarf
on
is
it.
fine.
and then I've also heard you say Miché.
Midget, yes.
That's
Yes,
French
yes.
for midget.
Yes.
Miché?
Yes. See, I like to say Miché. It sounds fancier.
LP?
Yeah.
LP?
LP is like super PC. Like that's how I know you're in the club.
Okay.
Like Like if you say LP, which stands for little person, then I'm like, oh shit, he knows someone. Okay, great. You've been to the meetings. All right, awesome.
I have.
Yeah. So in general, you're supposed to say dwarf or little person. Those are the ones that are cool. You're not supposed to say midget. Me, I kind of go a lot of ways with it. But I'm just trying to keep you guys from getting your ankles bit. So don't say midget. See, like, I was told the word midget was bad. I was like, why? And then a lot of little people were like, no, it's the same as calling a black dude the N-word. And I was like, midget, please. No, that's not the same. I'm not trying to be like, yeah, it's the exact same. We went through very similar struggles. No, you don't have any like any dwarves on slave ships on, like, it'd be like a tiny rowboat, but like trying to get in, rolling with toothpicks over to get here. That wasn't something that happened. So no, we're not. That's not the same. Yeah.
Brad, man, this shit gonna be a funny.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna have tears all day.
We're
today.
gonna have fun today,
Yeah.
dude. Byron, here's the thing: it's all about perspective. Because when I was growing up in Orange County, grew up a lifelong diehard Laker fan, and you were one of my favorite players on the team. And the reason why is because when I was watching on the TV, I'd be like, "Oh, that's the short guy on the team.
He's the shortest one."
And then I get here, you're 6'4". You're ruining my childhood, Byron. I thought you were walking around like Muggsy Bogues, and then I see you now. I'm like 6'4". I was looking up to a 6'4" guy, like that guy's got a lot of heart, a lot of tenacity. He's really going for it. He's really going for it. That upstart 6'4" guy.
Oh man!
It's all about perspective.
Yeah, I hear you, Brad. You gonna have me dying today. I can see this shit already. But I wanted to ask you,
Yeah, fire away.
what inspired you to get into being a comedian or in comedy? Period.
Yeah. That would be my dad. So my dad, he's tall, just so we're all clear. It's not like we all come from the same tribe or something like that. My dad knew when I was a kid that he's like, okay, my son's a little different, so he's probably going to get made fun of in school. So what my dad and I would do is we would sit down and write comebacks together before I even went to school. Yeah. So we would write comebacks of what to say when some kid would pop off to me. And sure enough, like day one, kid comes up And it's like, you're little. And I looked at him like, your mom doesn't live with your dad anymore. And, grew up in Orange County, had a good percentage of getting that right, So, and I did. And I got sent to the principal's office on the first day of school, which was awesome. And then, so like, I got into comedy because that, and then Dad would show me like old Robin Williams stuff, Jonathan Winters stuff. And then I realized that as a stand-up comedian, I can control the message. As a dwarf, you look at the media and the media representation, it's a lot of exploitation stuff and a lot of stuff that people have written for little people that's like doesn't get it at all. Me being on stage, I'm the writer, I'm the actor, I'm the producer. I get to control the message, which was really intriguing to me. And that's why I got into it. That and it's like Josh Blue, he's a comedian that has cerebral palsy. He's got this line that is perfect for this scenario where he goes like, I got into comedy because I already had that many people staring at me all day anyway. So it's like, why not? Let's just give them something to let's just give them a message.
Did any of that childhood, did it bother you? Did it hurt you?
Sure.
Or did you just have these comebacks and that started your career?
Yeah. Well, like, here's the thing. I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me. I had a great childhood. I played hockey growing up. Like I played sports. On my YMCA team, my nickname was Byron because I was the short one, which is just wild.
I was the short one. Okay.
Yeah, a little white kid from Orange County running around. Why is everyone calling him Byron? That doesn't make a lot of sense. And I would be friends with a lot of kids, so like I was popular in school. Every now and then, like a new kid would come, not know the rules, see me make fun, and then find out very quickly that's not what you do. And right. I had a lot of great friends that stuck up for me. You know what hurts now is now it hurts more because like I dropped my daughter off at school and they're fine with her. They're great. She's also a dwarf. But man, these kids, when they see me, one kid calls me not real dad.
Really?
Like, not real dad?
Yeah, I roll up and goes, that's not real dad. And I'm like, I had sex with my wife. That is from my loins. I am a father. I pay the damn mortgage. I'm a dad. One time I rolled up to do Jay Moore's podcast and his son was out front. And at the time he was like 7 or 6 and he saw me and his son immediately went to Jay and went, how'd that kid get a car? So you have scenarios like that, and that's why people say like, oh, how do you write your material? I go, it's very easy. Step 1, be a dwarf. Step 2, wait. And just funny stuff's gonna happen to you, man. It's great.
Hey, B, you've often spoke about your challenges.
Yeah.
And you've done it with humor.
Yeah.
Right? Give us a little bit of an example on how you were able to do that.
Here's one, and because here's an example on situations where you would never think. Like you think, like I get the questions a lot, like how do you drive? How do you buy your clothes? Stuff like that. Where do you get your clothes? Here's one. One time when I was a single man, my friend crashed at the house, took a shower, and then left. And I didn't realize, but he adjusted the shower head. And when I walked into my shower and was like, motherfucker. Like, I'm just like, because he had it up. And I had to call a handyman to come over to my house. I had to hand him money. I handed a man money to walk into my house and just go, just like that. So that's some of the stuff where when that happens, like, thank God I'm a comedian, because now when that happens, some people would like cry about it or be like, oh my God, this life of mine. I go, oh, that's going to be good on stage. Like that's a brand new 5 minutes right there. That's great. It's awesome.
Never would think about that either.
Yeah, not just that, but probably a lot of other things that in your home.
Oh my God, yeah. The house. So my wife is tall. That's how funny I am. Because you're like, oh,
how tall is she?
Yeah, 5'7", and she's Asian. That's big for an Asian.
She's taller than my wife, and my wife is Asian.
Really?
Yeah, she's 5'6".
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Look at that.
Team B.
I feel
See?
left out.
Team B.
We're-
You
we're-
feel left
we're-
out?
we're-
We'll give you that.
Yeah,
Just because. We'll give you that.
we're finding
Yeah,
similarities.
see, we right here, B. We
That's
right
why
here.
that's why they called you Byron.
Yeah. 6'4" black guy from New York City, 4'4" white dude from Orange County coming together over the love of Asian women. I love this. Don't look through our Pornhub search history. Okay. It's all the same thing. But no, but like my wife has the house set up for her. I'm gone on the road all the
Right,
time.
right.
Like she does the cooking and stuff. So like everything's set up. So I have so many like footstools around the house. Like my house is like John Wick's house, but like with footstools. You like kick something flies out. Like I'm just flinging things all over the place. But then oftentimes when I'm on the road, you know, my footstools aren't there. So like if you see me board a plane, oh, that's fun, man. Cause I gotta get my back up in that overhead storage bin. And sometimes I'll let people help, but most of the time I just throw down the armrests, jump on. I'm like grabbing the bag in one motion, like flinging it up there. And then my favorite is the guy, like right after I fling the bag up there, he's like, oh, do you need a hand with that? It's like, I'm standing on two armrests. The bag is up there. What the hell are you gonna do now? Like basket catch me coming down? No. So yeah, there are day-to-day challenges, but overall, life's pretty darn good. This is not a sob story. I'm not gonna get everyone crying. No, life's pretty great.
I love it. I love it.
So comedy could be pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Can you talk about one of the toughest nights you ever had out there?
This my bomb story. Okay, this is when I was very early in comedy, and they don't do this so much anymore. A little bit, but like it used to be, there would be a bunch of themed nights in comedy, and by themes they would mean like, all right, this race comes in on Tuesday, this race comes in on Wednesday. We got wonton Wednesdays, that's Asian night. We got like everyone had their night. And I would do, I got booked to do an urban night. That's code for black people. In Ontario, California, at the Ontario Improv. And I go on stage, and I'm young in comedy. This was like, let's see, I started in 2004. So this would be like 2005, 2006. And I go on stage, and I've never done an urban night before. And in my head, I go, okay, so I need to talk like they talk and move like they move and do stuff like I'm going through like BET clips in my head, like, okay, there was a lot of dancing. All right, so I gotta do a lot of dancing.
I gotta blacken this up.
I gotta black this up a little bit. Dude.
Oh, talk about blacking.
I was Jamie Kennedy in Malibu's Most Wanted. I was like walking on stage like, yo, what's up, everybody? And the thing about black audiences that I will say is they see through bullshit so fast. And they're like, this is not who you are. And black audiences will do something worse than heckle you. They will ignore you. They just straight, like, I saw people like look at me for 2 seconds and go, you know what? I'm going to go back to these chicken fingers and just turn and have full on conversations. And oh man,
Just
I bombed.
blew you off,
I
basically.
bombed so hard that night. So yeah, but I learned a very valuable lesson. As a comedian, there are always lessons in failure. Mm-hmm. So it's not failure if you learn something. And that night I learned, okay, just be you wherever you are. Yeah. Don't try to adhere. And now that really helps me because I tour all over. I go red states, blue states, middle of the country, coasts, whatever. I'm other countries. Last year was in Australia and did a whole tour of Europe. And funny is funny. No matter where you go, funny is funny. It translates. Yeah. So as long as you're yourself and you're authentic to who you are, that's going to go a lot further than you being like, okay, so it's Jewish night. So now what I'm going to do is like, don't do that. Don't do that.
Just say mazel tov.
Yeah. Come on there. I'm going to smash the glass. Right. And it's going to be great. No, don't do any of that. Be yourself.
So B, what's the biggest, you think, misconception about being a comedian that most fans have?
That it's all cocaine and hookers. That's just like, it's a nonstop party. Like it's like, maybe if you're not very successful, it's a nonstop party, but it's like what people don't see is there's an old Don Herrera quote that is, they don't pay me to perform, they pay me to travel. That's the part where it's like, all right, I got to get up at 4 a.m. to make the 6 a.m. flight to go across the country to land. And then the club owner, back when I was doing clubs, they would, they come pick you up. You go right to the club, do a show. You're sleep deprived. You're exhausted. Then you go to bed that night. The next day, you got to wake up once again early because you got to do morning radio to hype the shows. So you go to do morning radio. And depending on, sometimes you get a good radio show host. Sometimes you get Chuck and fuck in the morning, and then that's just I'll get on there. There's like, all right, everybody, hey, welcome. It's a beautiful morning in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we got a midget in the studio. Cowbell, fwam, just sound effects, and you're just like, God damn, I just want to tell some jokes, and so it's the travel, and now that I'm mostly doing theaters. Now when I'm gone for a weekend, it's a travel day every day. And I'm not making tour bus money yet. Hopefully one day I'm making a nice rental car Suburban money. So that's what I'm making. I don't drive it, obviously. I guess someone else will drive it. But, so it's the day-to-day grind and the traveling and the getting up where everyone just thinks it's going to be a nonstop party. And a lot of it is fun. A lot of it's very fun, but there's still a lot of work involved that people are unfamiliar with.
Mm-hmm. You've acted as well. You've done TVs, movies. How does it compare being in front of the camera compared to the stage? Nothing compares.
That's like,
do you like one over the other?
Yes, I like stand-up.
Okay,
that's like asking Byron, hey, which is better, being on the jump or playing? Like, which is better? Like, one, you're like stand-up comedy, it's that immediate reaction.
Yeah.
Like, you tell the joke, audience laughs, right there, done. Like, this was a immediate transaction, and I got to see the payoff. Acting is, you shoot a scene, you shoot it, 10 times during the day, you go over it, you got different camera angles. I don't know how that scene's going to turn out. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what the editor's going to do. I don't know how it's going to be cut together. And then hopefully 8 months later, or whenever it comes out good, and people tell you it's good. But you're not in you're not in the theater with all the people when they watch it. You're not in their homes. So while I do like acting, I enjoy it. It's a fun muscle to work. It's nothing beats live stand up. The joke I wrote in the car on the way to the club that I try out, it hits. That's the greatest feeling. When you write a new joke and it works, you're like, oh, if you said mind-blowing sex with my wife or a new joke, I'd be like, oh.
You gotta think about it.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I've been married 8 years, so I'd probably say, let's go mind-blowing sex with my wife, because that doesn't happen all that often anymore. Whereas the jokes, I can write a joke every day. I'm not having the sex every day. No. Wish I could.
It's the gratification when you write that joke and get that laugh like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know what it's like when 1,200 people laugh, when 2,000 people laugh. I can only imagine getting a dunk and having the Forum just explode.
18,000.
19,000.
Yeah.
I was thinking about you the other day because I went to see, I knew I was going to come on this podcast, and I went to see a concert at the Forum, and I got to go down to the Forum Club and do all that. And I'm just sitting there going, the stories. I'm not going to ask you to tell them, but if these walls could talk, I'm sure you got some stories. Just blame it all on Norm Nixon. Blame it all on him. Say it was all his stories.
Well, I'm glad we're not gonna get them stories, Brad, because this is my podcast. When you do yours, then I'll come on and tell.
Then
we getting your story. See, we getting your story.
Yes,
I love that.
Then we'll get your stories. Okay.
So, we get your stories today.
Fine.
When you do yours, I'll come on and I'll give you my stories. You'll be like, oh, damn.
That, man. And you know what? I love talking to athletes. As I mentioned before we started rolling, I grew up a huge Laker fan. I thought you were the last one of the 1988 starting five for me to meet. Turns out,
nope, got one more.
AC Green.
Yep.
I got to meet AC. So He does?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
AC,
I'll
let's
give
hang
you,
out.
I'll give you his address after the show.
Go stop by.
I'll knock
Go
on
knock
the
on
door.
the door. Yeah, go
I'll
knock on the door.
You know, I'll dress nice. I'll ask him, like, you still a virgin? What's happening?
He was married briefly.
Briefly.
So, briefly.
Okay.
So I'm assuming.
He's got.
You're assuming.
I'm assuming.
He's got one.
Yeah, so we know what assuming means, but
Yeah. Well,
it could be.
Yeah,
It could
maybe.
be.
I don't know.
He just ain't found that right one. You know?
Yeah.
It's like
It could be.
It's like Shaq and 3-pointers. He's got one.
Diesel got one. Does he got one?
I think he's got one.
Kareem has one.
Kareem has one?
He has one made 3-pointer in his career.
Dude.
That was the only thing we said he hadn't done, and he did it in Phoenix.
Really?
Okay.
Loose ball, got in the corner, he picked it up, turned around, shot clock running down, bam, nailed it for 3.
I'm wondering if the old school big guys are watching the modern game going, well, shit, if you let me do that, I would have had a lot, like not banging on the inside all day, just like being on the outside. And Kareem, with his body type, I think he could have been like, if Brooke Lopez can decide one day, you know what, I'm going to make some threes.
And go to the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Big difference, though. Brooke had no post game.
Okay.
So, for
Kareem
him
had the unstoppable.
Yeah, of course. So Kareem was like, no, I'm not going to have to change. Brooke, different story.
Yeah.
But B, I got a question for you.
Okay, fire away.
Your legacy, man, because you have opened doors for LPs. I mean, you have opened doors, man, and the first to do it.
That's the coolest thing is now I'm watching other dwarf comedians come up. And let me be clear, I'm not the first because like every time I think I'm the first, someone says, no, Tanya Lee Davis. She's done it first. So she was like, her name was on the Comedy Store. But now, so there. I'll tell you this story. I was in Houston at the Houston Improv there, and I'm on stage, and there's a dwarf in the audience, and I start cracking at him because why not? There's 2 dwarves. Everyone's like, holy shit, there's 2. Everyone's in the audience like, honey, go buy lottery tickets right now. I just saw 2 dwarves. This is the sign. And I'm cracking on him, but he's firing them right back at me. And I'm like, huh? And I go, what do you do for a living? He goes, I'm a comedian. And I go, get up here right now. Wow. Right now. And I go, have you ever played a sold out improv before? He goes, no. He goes, you are right now. Here, 7 minutes. Go. And I hand him the microphone and I say, just go. And he goes, he gets a standing ovation after 7 minutes. And the club talks to him afterward, like, hey, you're going to start working here now.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's cool. And I'm going to shout out his name. And this is his real name. He is a dwarf, but his real name is Clinton Shorter. That is his legal last name. I did not believe
Perfect
him.
stage name.
I didn't believe him. He showed me his ID. He goes, my last name is Shorter. I met his dad. His dad is also a shorter, but not a dwarf, which is very weird. But yeah, that's my guy. So seeing stuff like that, that's cool. Knowing that because a lot of times in show business, comedy, a lot of the higher ups need to see it before it can happen. Right. So now they've seen me do it. They're like, oh, so dwarves can do stand-up comedy. And they'll give them opportunities. And that's so cool. I'm not the guy that wants to be the only one. I want there to be a lot. And I've been doing this over 20 years now. I'm confident in my abilities. You write all the jokes you want. I'll write different ones. Totally fine. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I want to see more little people do comedy. It's fun.
Just to piggyback on that.
Yeah.
How long ago was that where you brought Clinton Shorter on the stage?
Shorter, that was, I still doing clubs. That was right before COVID. That was 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
that was real cool.
Yeah. And that kind of stuff is just so much fun. And this, I don't want to call it a fraternity because there's many amazingly talented female comics, but the club of comedians, it's not that many. Yeah. So when you invite new people in and they're good, it's really cool.
That's
so
cool.
Brad, you mentioned a second ago, like you were driving and came up with a joke and you were looking forward to telling that joke.
Yeah.
I actually toured with a comedian I was the opening DJ for the comedian.
Oh, which one?
George Lopez.
Okay.
So
loco.
George has a Bible.
Yeah.
He called it the Bible.
Okay.
And it's all his jokes. So he can constantly go. Do you have something like that?
Now
or
it's like a notes app on my phone.
So you use notes apps?
Yeah, it's just like I'm constantly just like, sometimes I'll leave myself a voicemail. I have a few of those, and like just sometimes it's fully fledged jokes. Sometimes it's just the idea. Like literally this morning, one of the most annoying things someone could do is tell you about their freaking dream, but I'm about to do it, so I apologize. But last night I had this dream about like spiders freaking attacking me, and I'm like, all day the day before, I was looking at my beautiful wife. I was hanging out with my kid. I was watching sports. I was, going through my Instagram algorithm, which is all wrestling and boobs, so it's all that. So with all of that, I saw one spider yesterday. And my brain went focus on the fucking spider. And like, why? I could have had a dream about boobs. I had a nice day with my wife, and like I had like playing football. The quarterback for the Broncos. Because that would never happen unless it's in a dream. All that, and then my brain goes, nah, spiders. Focus on that. Why? I don't know why. So that's something that I wrote down on my phone. So will that be a bit? One day I'll work it out. I'll hash it out. Then we'll bring up this clip and be like, oh yeah, he was born that day.
Now, I don't know if you can even answer this because I can't see you doing anything else but what you do and what I see on stage. So if you wasn't a comedian, what would you be doing?
This is going to be a fun story. Okay. So I dropped out of college. I was going to USC, fight on Trojans. And I dropped out of college with 1 year to go, but we did not lose a cancer cure. I was not, pre-med, none of that. I was majoring in communications because I wanted to be a sports announcer.
Oh.
I would watch, when I was watching the Lakers, and growing up in Southern California, you had Chick Hearn with the Lakers. You had Vince Scully with the Dodgers. You had Bob Miller with the Kings.
Yeah.
You had amazing, legendary announcers.
Yeah.
I loved watching Chick. I loved
Chick was unbelievable.
I loved listening to Chick.
Yeah.
The fact people don't know he invented the term slam dunk. Like just a lot of his Chickisms became standard, and so I got to meet Chick one time. And I told him I was going to take his job. He didn't like that very much. And then I always thought, this is before I really thought I could be a comedian, is I thought, well, it'd be great if I was a broadcaster, because then I could interview athletes. And if I'm in the locker room, I'm basically talking to Shaq's dick. Like I'm not, it's yeah. So like, but one time, and this is going to end with one of the more embarrassing stories of my life. Okay. One time, there's a radio station out here in Los Angeles, K-Rock. It was when Time Warner Cable, whatever, had the Lakers the first year, and they had this big party. That was the year when it was Nash, Dwight Howard, obviously Kobe, Pau Gasol, and they sent me to the red carpet. They're like, go to the red carpet of this event. And it was great. I got to interview Pau. Pau kept bending over. I'm like, dude, you're 7 feet. Stand up. I got a box. Let me get up here. Dwight Howard held the microphone around his crotch area, which, all right. that was interesting, Dwight. Interesting choice. But then I got to interview Magic. Okay. And I'm lifelong Laker fan. I got no heads up. There was a publicist that just went, K-Rock, you got Magic. I'm like, what the? Like I was so. Magic Johnson's walking towards me, and I don't know what to ask him. Like he's been asked every question. I've got so much going through my head, and I go, Magic, you obviously you got the championships. You own the Dodgers. You worked so many businesses in the inner city. It helped so many people. And then I just pause. I go, what's it like to be the greatest human being ever? And Magic, God bless him. He gives a good answer where he's like, well, I'm probably the most proud of doing the work in the inner city and helping people out. But it wasn't just me. I had amazing teammates. I've had amazing business partners, wonderful family, friends. And he like gives this great answer. But then at the end of the answer, he goes, and I've had a wonderful life so far. And if I could do it over again, I wouldn't change a thing. And I look at Magic Johnson. I go, not one thing? not one? Because I don't know. I'm spitballing. I can think of one. Are you positive you can't think of something else, Magic? Because I could. That publicist grabbed him and yanked him out of there so fast. Oh man. So I got to do a few things in my life, and that was a good one, or a bad one, depending on your perspective.
You mentioned you wanted to be a sportscaster, and you mentioned all the LA teams, but you're in Orange County. You got the Ducks and the Angels.
Yeah, I'm a Ducks fan. Okay. I'm not a Kings fan. I am a Ducks fan, and they've been very nice to me. If you're gonna be a D-list celebrity, find a team that doesn't have a lot of celebrity fans, because they'll let you they'll let you play. I'm pretty sure the Ducks will throw me out there. Like, I've gotten to hit the button to start the game, tour, they give me a box to watch the game in. It's awesome. If I'm a Kings fan, I'm behind Will Ferrell, I'm behind Kurt Russell, I'm behind, Bieber goes to the games. I'm like, no one gives a crap about me, but the Ducks, right this way, Mr. Williams. It's awesome. So find the team that nobody's a fan of, if you're a D-list celebrity, be looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars like, all right, I'm gonna
be my team.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride or die with you. It's great.
Oh boy.
Because I'm a Denver Broncos fan, and they've also been very nice to me, and they've allowed me to do some amazing things with them. And because the only other celebrity, I don't know, it's like Angela from The Office. She's a Broncos fan, but
it's Bronco fans over here.
Yeah. So
I know they don't have a whole lot of Bronco fans in the state of California, so they
but there's two right here.
Yeah, I know there's two.
1.5.
Yeah,
it's all right. But I would highly advise, if you're getting into show business, find the team nobody's a fan of. Don't go right now and be like, I'm a Chiefs fan. Get the fucking line. Okay, you're not gonna get any stage time. No one's gonna give you a box. Nothing. So look at one of the other teams.
That's great.
All right, we have, since you're such a huge Laker fan, obviously you were able to go to games and see our beloved Kobe Bryant play.
Yeah.
Do you have a Kobe Bryant story that you could tell us?
Man, I met him on the red carpet that day, but it was so brief. I don't have an official Kobe Bryant story. I wish I did. I'm trying to rack my brain, but you know what? Here's a story that will lead into some stuff. Randomly one day, I was at a Total Wine getting some alcohol for the house, and Jeanie Buss was there because she had a tequila, and she was there doing a bottle signing, and she looked and she saw me, and she goes, my husband. And because she's married to Jay Moore, comedian, and we're all in that club. So I go, yes, I do know your husband. And we start talking, and she goes, she goes, here, let me give you my number. You should come to a game sometime. And I'm like, Jeanie, don't do this.
Yeah, don't play with me.
Don't play.
Yeah, right. Don't play with me. Because I'm going to call you.
I'm going to call you. Don't do the LA thing where it's like, we should do lunch. And then we never talk ever again. Don't do that shit, Jeanie. And she goes, no, call me. You'll go to a game. And I go, okay. And I called her up when the Suns were in town, and that was when Durant was with them. And so she got me tickets to that. It was awesome. So it's not a Kobe Bryant story, but that just shows the Laker family and how great Jeanie treated me and my family. Got my daughter up on the big screen and everything. Awesome. And I'm like, I had to wait so long. This kid.
That's awesome.
And she saw me. She introduced me to Kurt Rambis was at the game. And
Rambo.
Introduced me to Rambo. And he's awesome. So it's just so cool to see that sort of family
genuine
aspect of a sport team, because it's so many. it's become so corporate now, and I hope that the new owners kind of keep that family aspect of it.
Yeah. With I'm gonna take you back to the comedy days with the streaming services, cancel culture, that type of stuff. And you said you've been doing this 20 years.
Yeah.
We were talking about it a little bit earlier, crowd work. What's your thought on today's comedian doing all the crowd work?
Hey, if you want to do it, that's absolutely fine. I'm not going to get mad at a comic for making their money the way they want to make it. It's not for me. I've worked really hard on these jokes. I don't want to give the microphone to the audience member minus the Clinton Shorter story. That's rare. But like, no, I'm good. And I've seen crowd work guys and girls do stuff and the crowd just gives them nothing. I don't want the crowd to ruin the show. There's other people in that audience that paid good money, that got a babysitter, paid for parking, went out to dinner. This is their night out. So I'm going to do it. Don't worry. I got this. But if other people do it, great. But I do want to go on one thing that you said. You said the words cancel culture. Yeah. And I'm going to come out here as a comedian and say, there is no cancel culture. As a comedian, think about the comedians that have been canceled. You got your Louis C.K., he's doing arenas. Dave Chappelle's been canceled. He's Dave Chappelle. He's doing arenas. Shane Gillis got fired from SNL. He was canceled. He's doing arenas. I mean, other than Cosby, I think we're like that's the only one. But that's just because he's not touring. If Bill Cosby put a show on sale tomorrow, people aren't going to buy tickets to go watch. And all right, let's see. Let's hear what he's got to say about this. Like, so cancel culture for comedians, I don't think it's really out there. I don't think it really exists.
I like that.
Because I just mentioned Chappelle, Shane Gillis, and Louis C.K. and the kind of careers they're having right now. If that's what's happening when you get canceled, somebody cancel me, please.
Like today, cancel me
right now. Yeah, please find it.
I feel you. I feel you. So, B, let me ask you this.
Yeah,
you've been in this game for 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay, you've seen a lot of comedians come, you've seen a lot go.
Yeah.
Give me your top 5 comedians of all time in your mind, your opinion.
Mount Rushmore plus one.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so like, it's weird. I go all time and then I go like currently doing it because every comic in my opinion has to say the names Carlin, Pryor, and to a degree, Lenny Bruce, not necessarily because of the material, but because of what he fought for in terms of comedians being able to say whatever they want and not being censored. And like Lenny Bruce, you think you don't give a fuck as a comic. Lenny Bruce went to jail, legit went to jail for stuff that he said, okay? And then, so my all-time like Mount Rushmore is like Carlin, Pryor, Bruce, Joan Rivers. People forget how fucking funny Joan Rivers and Robin Williams. That's my all-time.
That's a hell of a list.
Here's a cool story. So I go on stage at this little theater in Mill Valley, California. It's called the Throckmorton Theater. It holds like 150 people. I go on stage and I do a set and I go off stage and I'm in the green room. Robin Williams bursts through the green room door, tornado of energy, comes up, and I'm just shocked because it's Robin freaking Williams. Right. He lives up there. He was in the audience. He saw the show. He saw me perform. And he comes into the green room. He walks right up to me and goes, "Oh my God, Mr. Williams, you're like Prozac with a head." And I'm like, "This is all right. Put that on my gravestone. Yeah. Here lies Brad Williams, Prozac with a head. That is it." And we got to talk, and he invited me to his show the next night, which was at the same theater, which was weird because it's like I said, it's like 150 seats, and it's a lot of money up in Mill Valley. So when I got to the show, there was a sign in the very front row, reserved 2 seats. And everyone's looking at these reserved 2 seats, like, who is this person? Yeah. Robin's reserved. It could be Spielberg. It could be like it could be any comedian in the world. Like, who is this person gonna be? And then I walk up and I sit down and everyone's like, it's a Make-A-Wish kid. They were so disappointed. But so that's my all time. If I go current, yeah. All right, Burr, Bill Burr, Dave Chappelle, Jim Jeffries. There's a guy from Scotland. His name is Daniel Sloss. I love this dude. He's a great guy. And then whenever Titus is on stage, whenever Christopher Titus is on stage, I love watching that dude.
Wow.
All right. And then, because I feel bad there's no women on there, but Jessica Kirson. I've never watched her bomb. Like when she bombs, she'll turn into gold. If you could see a Jessica Kirson show, go. She's so damn good. Here's how brave Jessica Kirson is. They're doing a comedy festival in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and she's going. Jessica Kirson is female, gay, and Jewish. And she's going to Saudi Arabia. That's the bravest comic ever.
She's a tough girl.
Yeah, she's right up there with Lenny Bruce in terms of like what she's gonna do for her art.
She's a tough girl.
Well done, Jessica Kirson. Well freaking done.
All right, Brad, we're going to get you out of here on this. It's our rapid fire round.
Yes.
Brought to you by Drew Estate Cigars.
Best stogies on the market, guys. If you haven't had a Drew Estate cigar, you're missing out. And my favorite one, I can't pronounce. What's my favorite one be? Liga. That's number 9. It's a premium cigar. It's one of the best cigars on the market. Drew Estate does an unbelievable job of making cigars.
Love it.
Liga is off the chain.
They partner with Blackened. I have had a Blackened cigar. This is Metallica's cigar, and I've had that cigar. That is a darn good smoke.
Cigar,
that is a darn good smoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Brad. See, he also knows because he's a cigar smoker as well. So I'm telling you,
many
Drew
people
Estate, guys.
Many people say that's what stunted my growth is all the cigars. But I'm doing okay. Yeah. Rapid fire.
Great cigars.
Rapid fire.
Yes.
Byron, you want to kick it off?
Favorite city to perform in?
Denver, Colorado. I'm a lifelong diehard Broncos fan, and that helps.
Sir.
But they have a comedy club there called the Comedy Works, which is the best comedy club in the country. All the seats facing forward, low ceilings. It's the downtown club. There's 2 clubs. The downtown club is the perfect venue to watch a stand-up comedy show and to perform. If as a comedian you go on stage at the Comedy Works in Denver and you bomb, quit. You're done. If you can't kill there, you're never gonna make it.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's cool.
Denver, Colorado, and specifically that room.
Wow. Okay.
Cool. What is your go-to hype song before going on stage?
Oh, dude. Okay. So right now, there's this band. I'm gonna sound like such a dork. I don't care. There's this band. It's a metal band from Italy, but they're called Wind Rose. All their songs have to do with being a dwarf. They are not dwarves.
You got to be kidding.
I'm not kidding at all.
Oh my God.
All their songs. But when I say all their songs have to do with being dwarves, it's not like me. Like I gotta buy a pedal extender for my car. I gotta buy a T-shirt with a cartoon character on it because that's the only one that fits me. It's not that. It's like they're talking about like the Lord of the Rings type dwarves. All their songs are like about smelting and like iron and like being like it's crazy. So they have a song that I'm currently coming out to on stage called "To Be a Dwarf," and it's perfect. It's perfect. If you want something else, I'll say Anderson .Paak. But but to be Wind Rose, To Be a Dwarf. That is my hype song.
Oh man, that's great.
All right, best advice you've ever received.
Okay. This is not just advice for comedy. This is advice for life. Now, it's going to sound harsh at first. It's going to sound like, well, that's the worst advice ever, but then I'll explain it. The advice I got one time is, this is from a comedy teacher. He said, remember when you're doing comedy, nobody cares about you. Now, once again, sounds harsh. Let me explain. I say that because oftentimes performers, we get in our heads where we're like, oh, if I fuck up, if I go too fast, if I go too slow, if I bomb, if I say the wrong word, they're all gonna know, they're all gonna laugh, they're all gonna make fun of me. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares about you. Like if you're on the court and you're like, oh my God, I missed that free throw, I missed that shot, I missed that whatever, I missed that defensive switch assignment. Oh, everyone's gonna know that. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. They want to be entertained and stop getting in your head. But that's also good life advice because nobody cares about you. Meaning like it's up to you to win. It's up to you to win at life. No one's gonna be like, Yes, you, the star of the film. Here, let me just grab you, put you up here, give you $1 million and a house. There you go. No, that's not going to happen. You have to make it happen yourself. So that's why I say nobody cares about you is good advice. People do obviously care about you, your loved ones, they love you, all that. But no one's going to make it all happen for you. You have to make it happen for yourself.
I like that.
Yeah.
Got another one for you. Right. Your dream collaboration in comedy and acting.
Oh, in comedy, I haven't met or worked with Conan O'Brien yet. Conan O'Brien was my guy. College, I was obsessed with Late Night with Conan O'Brien. His podcast, I listen to everything he does. If you go on Netflix right now, he got the Mark Twain Award for American Humor, and his speech is so great. It's just Conan. Conan. I just want to work with that guy. Wow, that's cool. And also he's like your height, Byron. He might actually be taller than you. So that'd be a good collab just for the photo opportunity. Yeah. It's good. But yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
Speaking into existence, it's going to happen for you, Brad. It's going to happen for you.
I hope so.
It's going to happen for you.
I hear he's really into Fast Break. He's really into this podcast, so no doubt. That's why I came on this podcast. Not to meet you, Byron.
Okay.
Not to meet you.
Nothing to do with me. All right.
Nothing to do with you. It's just to get access to Conan O'Brien.
I hear you.
That's all.
All right, B, what's your guilty pleasure when it comes to like TV or movies?
Oh, okay. TV.
Sinister laugh right there, right?
I'm gonna tell you about the worst / best show on television. Okay, my wife introduced me to it. It was one of those shows where you're like, no way I'm gonna like this, and then like 2 episodes in, I'm like, can you believe he said that? I mean, the show is called Too Hot to Handle. It's on Netflix. Okay. It's a reality show.
Okay,
I'll explain it. It's what like. The show starts off, all these gorgeous 20-somethings go on an island in the Caribbean somewhere, and they're all talking about how much they're going to bang and how wild they are and how crazy they're going to get. And But then they're told you're on Too Hot to Handle. The whole concept of the show, there's a prize pool of it's like $100,000 or whatever.
Okay.
But if any of the contestants like make out, if they grind on each other, if they do anything sexual, money gets lost from the pot.
Whoa.
Yeah. And and they're putting them in horny situations. So they're like, oh, they're going nuts. And they're so dumb, Byron. They are so dumb. They're so dumb. And it's just the best.
I figured that money just started going down.
Yeah, it just starts going down immediately. Yeah. Immediately. So if you need a good show with your wife, Too Hot to Handle, you're going to laugh your ass off at how dumb these people are. It's awesome.
Check that out because we do binge watch.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, you'll go through a whole season and be like, holy crap. So you're gonna DM me and you're gonna be like, Brad, Brad, you did it.
All right, I got you.
It's not The Sopranos. It's not The Wire. Okay, don't be like it. But it's trashy reality television. I know what it is, but it's so good.
All right, Brad. If you could instantly master any skill outside of comedy, what would it be?
So, I would go for Krav Maga or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I would do that. So my wife is a martial artist. She's a 4th Dan black belt. So she kicked your ass. Taekwondo, yeah. She's legit. Like legit. Like one of our early dates, we had dinner with her teacher, and he had a heavy bag in the garage. And he brought me out there, whatever, and he goes, Brad, hit the heavy bag. Let's see what you got. I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. I got nothing. But I'm punching this thing as hard as I can, and this heavy bag is not moving. And he's kind of chuckling a little bit. And I go, yeah, I'm a puss. Okay, I get it. All right. And then he looks at my wife now, my girlfriend at the time, and goes, kick the bag. She's like, I don't want to kick the bag. And he's like, as your teacher, kick the bag. And that means you better fucking kick the bag. Right. So she goes, okay. And in high heels, this bag that I couldn't move an inch. Whoa! Thing like flies up, and I'm just like, I've never been so scared and insanely turned on at the same time. This is so great. So like people
scared and turned on at the same time.
People say shit like what? Like we'll be out and like someone will say something to me or stare or do something, and my wife will say something to them. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna have your wife fight for you?" I'm like, "Yeah." Yes, I am. The odds are in my favor. If wife and the odds are not in your favor. If the wife fights, oh my God. Like,
kick your ass.
Yeah. If we're in the house and a noise happens, I'm like, I ain't going down there. Honey, going down there. You do what you do. If the guy wants 10 minutes on airline food, I will go down there. I will tell some jokes and fine. But no, you go down there, dude. I sleep next to a 4th Dan black belt and 2 pit bulls. I sleep so well.
He's comfortable.
So well.
Hey, I don't think nobody gonna fuck with him anyway.
No.
4th degree. Oh my God.
Yeah.
See, you're right. See our wives, because my wife's she was a Muay Thai fighter.
Look at us.
She was a Muay Thai fighter.
I feel like that scene in Step Brothers. Like, we just become best friends.
Yeah, No,
there's a reason.
I ain't got nothing but love for my wife.
No, we're gonna go out. We're gonna get some Xiaolongbao dumplings. Like we're gonna have some good times. This is gonna be great.
Yes,
this is gonna be great. So yeah,
me and Brad right here.
Yeah,
man. Right
That's great.
Martial arts. That would be the skill that I would master. Like if I could master anything.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Last thing, B. Last thing.
Fire away.
One word
Mm-hmm.
to describe
Mm-hmm.
yourself. What would that word be?
Energy.
Mm.
Energy. If you watch me on stage, like you've seen me now on this podcast, I have some energy, okay? Yeah. On stage, I'm running around. I've got ADD, so I'm trying to keep myself entertained. So whether it be that, or whether it be being a dad, or whether it be being a good husband, I'm always putting in energy. I'm trying to give it all, because you will get back what you put out. Yeah. So I try to give a lot of energy, a lot of positive energy out, and in my life, I've gotten a lot of positive energy back. So that's what I would say. Energy.
That's cool.
I love that.
Before we leave, do you ever get confused by other LPs?
Wait, confused for other LPs?
No, they want to call you somebody else.
Oh yeah, people see me, they think I'm Wee Man, they think I'm Dinklage, they think I'm the black guy from Bad Santa, like Tony Cox. Tony Cox.
He was also in Fridays.
Yeah.
Tony
Cox is a damn legend.
Yeah, Tony was also in Fridays.
Yeah, he's great. But yeah, it's like we all get, and now it's weird because I'll get messages from other dwarves, dudes that are, about my age going, you motherfucker, people think I'm you all the time. I'm like, ha! It's happening to somebody else. Every now and then, because I'm friends with Wee Man, we all know each other. I'm friends with Wee Man, and he'll tell me sometimes that people will think that he is me, and I'm like, dude, that makes me feel so good, because when I was in my 20s, oh my God, I couldn't go 2 feet without someone yelling jackass at me. So I'm so glad that that's happening a little bit now to him. The only guy I don't know is Dinklage. I don't know him. He hasn't been at the meetings. We do roll call every time. He's never there. Some bitch.
That's great. All right, Brad. So we know you're a diehard, purple and gold, Laker fan. I want you to tell us your top 3 favorite moments of all time.
Wow,
Laker fan.
Okay, top three all time.
Favorite moments.
I got 2 that are gonna be obvious, and then 1 that you're gonna be like, why that one? But I will explain. Derek Fisher, 0.4 seconds.
Yes. In San Antonio.
Yeah, that was just because I was watching that game on tape delay. Like, we had recorded the game. I didn't know what was happening, but my buddy knew what was happening, and he was watching us watch the game, and we're just like, why are you staring at us? I mean, and then
see your reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duncan hits the shot. We're like, like it's over. And then Obviously, Fish hits a shot. I go nuts. So that one, Robert Horry, big shot Rob.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
Sacramento.
man. Come on, man. And, we could talk about the refs that game too, but whatever. That you're not going to take that moment away from me and all the great Laker fans. So, yeah, that one. And then the personal one is I went to a game at the Great Western Forum. This is the game where I met Chick Hearn. And my dad took me. And at this game, I don't even know who they faced. I didn't care. Eldon Campbell hit a buzzer beater to win the game. And that is my all-time favorite Laker memory because I'm at the Forum. I'm with my dad.
Yeah.
It was a great game. It was a special moment. So that's my all-timer. I wish I could say your dunk against the Pistons. That was a solid one, man. That was a solid one.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You gave me an honorable mention, which is cool. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Honorable mention to the Kobe Shaq alley-oop against Portland.
Yep.
Honorable mention to that one. All the stuff in like the Magic baby hook, but like that was before I was really online as a Laker fan and I could really understand what was going on. But yeah, Eldon Campbell hitting that shot at the buzzer. My dad's going nuts. I'm going nuts. That's an all-timer for me.
So, Brad, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
We've been hearing a whole lot of Kobe slander over the past few months, right?
All right.
People saying, if I would have played with the Lakers, we'd have won championships, blah, blah, blah. What do you think about all the slander that's going on
Okay, so
about
like
Kobe?
So like you swap Kobe out for name a player, they still win all the titles.
Yeah.
Bro, okay. I heard Tracy McGrady say like, oh, if he was on the team, then he would have won so many titles. Bro, I've seen your knees. Trust me. I'm at your level to see your knees. I'm literally eye contact with your knees. Like if you stay healthy, but also like you weren't hitting free throws with a torn ACL. Like that's Mamba mentality. And you talk to the guys that were on the team. Ask Shaq if you sub Kobe out for whomever, if you still win on the title. Shaq will tell you no. And if that's the case, he said yes? Yeah. What? Yeah. For what? D-Wade? What? He said with T-Mac. So Shaq's up there going, if we would have had T-Mac just as good as Kobe, he could come out. See, but like T-Mac didn't have the killer instinct. You got that killer instinct of not allowing yourself to lose, not lifting up your teammates whether they want it or not. That's what these other players did not have. You did not have that. You didn't have the guy that during the Olympics he's playing against Kobe's playing against his best friend Pau Gasol. He first play against Spain, he's like, I'm gonna run fucking through Pau and knock him over to let them know we're not friends right now. That's the kind of attitude he had. That's why obviously having Shaq on the team doesn't hoit. But I mean, Shaq got to the finals before without Kobe, but he didn't win the championships until you get that combination. Like, so I don't like that revisionist, that fucking Paul Pierce saying he's a better pure scorer than Michael Jordan. Shut the fuck up. Paul Pierce, if you see me on the street, try and punt me. Okay, I don't care. If you think you can punt me, Paul. Like,
better watch out for his wife, though.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, exactly.
She gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, you're gonna deal with her, Paul. But yeah, like there's all this kind of revisionist, like, oh well, if I had done this, hey, we saw what we saw. You go back, watch the tape. You saw the greatness, and I know you're like, Brad, what do you know about basketball? Not much. I'm a 4'4" white guy from Orange County. I don't know a ton about basketball. I'm certainly not going to educate you guys on anything, but I know what I saw during that time, and I know what happened, and I know that it's not just plug and play, because we've had super teams. You've had these teams come along that didn't win, where arguably they had the best talent. There has to be You needed everything. You needed Kobe. You needed Shaq. You needed Phil. We found out you needed Phil. You know, and it's the same thing with those Bulls teams where they're like, well, Michael could have done it. No, Michael needed Scotty. Scotty needed Michael, and they both needed Phil. And then they needed every now and then you need a Rodman. You need a John Paxson. Like you need someone to step up. Like these things where you're just like, nah, just plug and play and it still works. No, I don't go for that.
Yeah, that old saying, if it was a fifth, we all be drunk. You know, because that's what everybody's doing. Well, if I was there, if I was here.
Dude, I've had comics come to me and be like, well, if I was a dwarf, I'd have your career. I'm like, well, here's a chainsaw, motherfucker. Chop off a couple of legs, go for it. All right? Enjoy that. Yeah. Like, if. No, we saw what we saw. And to me, that takes away Kobe's greatness. And that seems like a foolish argument to me.
I agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Williams.
Brad, thank you, brother.
Byron Scott's Fast Break Podcast. We appreciate you very much for being on the show.
Thank you. Everyone go to bradwilliamscomedy.com. You see all my tour dates. I'm going all over the country. I got the Growth Spurt tour this year. Next year, the Tall Tales tour. We're going all over the place. I don't stop. If I'm not in your town, wait. I'll be there. But it's truly cool to come on this podcast. I DM'd the podcast, and I was like, get me on. I don't care. Like, get me on. No and this is just so cool to me. I'm talking with Byron Scott, hanging out with one of my favorite players of all time. So this is a bucket list moment for me. Thank you guys for having me.
Brad.
Thank you, Brad. Appreciate you. Thank you for watching Byron Scott's Fast Break. If you like what you saw, here's some more videos. And while you're at it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.